In the morning when I rise, give me Jesus.
Good morning. Yesterday we saw how Jesus ascended into heaven. Oh, it was critical that he would do that for a couple reasons. One, he is the premier, he is the first in everything. And so, unless he had gone to heaven, then none of us could go to heaven and spend eternity with the fullness of the Godhead, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. And so he had to ascend for that reason. But also, he said, if I don't go away, I won't be able to send Holy Spirit. And folks, you want Holy Spirit. Jesus said, stay in Jerusalem until you experience the baptism of Holy Spirit, until Holy Spirit comes on you, smears you, until you're lost in Holy Spirit. You gotta want it. That's what Jesus said. Don't do anything until you receive Holy Spirit, and then you'll be my witnesses. You will see the love of God and the power that's in it to change things in this realm. And you will be the proof of that because God's love will move through you. Well, that'll happen if you're baptized with Holy Spirit. Otherwise, you're just stuck in behavior kinds of things. If you're going to a church or have a preacher or even a friend saying, look, God is not going to be pleased with you if you keep doing that. If they're saying things like, you're not going to go to heaven if you keep doing things like that. If they're saying things like, you will lose your salvation if you keep doing things like that. It's a pretty safe bet that they are not baptized with the Holy Spirit because their focus is the outside. Their focus is the natural. Their focus is behavior kinds of things. And Holy Spirit is all about spiritual things, love, peace, joy, and the righteousness that's ours by His Holy Spirit. Today, we're going to see that you got to want it. We're in Acts chapter 1, and I'm going to read verses 12 through 15. Here's what they say. And then they returned to Jerusalem from the mount called Olives, which is near Jerusalem, a Sabbath day journey away. See, this is right after Jesus ascended. When they had entered the city, they went up to the upper room where they were staying. That is, Peter and John and James and Andrew, Philip and Thomas, Bartholomew and Matthew, James the son of Alphaeus, and Simon the Zealot, and Judas the son of James. Now, not Judas Iscariot, because he is no longer one of the disciples. You remember he betrayed Jesus. Verse 14. These all, are you listening? With one mind, were continually devoting themselves to prayer, along with the women and Mary and the mother of Jesus and with the brothers. At this time, Peter stood up in the midst of the brethren, a gathering of about 120 persons as they were gathered together. And Peter said, we'll see what Peter said tomorrow. But what I want you to see today is they were all of one accord and they devoted themselves continually to seeking this Holy Spirit, to pray that God would follow through on his promise, that what Jesus just said would in fact come through, that they would be baptized with Holy Spirit not many days from now. Well, the reality is it was about 10 days. And if they'd have given up on day 9, they wouldn't have had it. See, you got to want it and you got to continually seek after the deeper things of God. And then look out, because Holy Spirit will smear you. He will encompass you. You will get lost in him. God bless you who's lost in Holy Spirit. I look forward to being with you tomorrow. Tomorrow, we're going to see what happened to Judas Iscariot. Come be with us. I'll see you then.
Give me Jesus. Give me Jesus.